folks, I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the robot spirits darling in the Franxx Strelitzia. Alright, my zillions. I got an interesting looking robot for you. If you've seen the anime Darling in the Franxx, it's a rather unique anime. I only got through like 3 episodes. I liked it, but I just never got back to it. And within those 3 episodes, this figure had come out, and I ordered it. Because it was so cool, and so interesting, and so different. Obviously, a more female-designed mecha here. Has a lot of character. It is connected to number 202, 02, I believe they call her, which is an SH Figure Arts figure that I never picked up, unfortunately. I wanted to, I was going to, and then I just never pulled the trigger, and now it's pretty much a little bit harder to find. You can still find it, but it's going to be a little bit more than it was. I might end up buying it at some point, not now, but at some point to go with this, or I might get rid of this. I don't know. But it is cool. It's a cool design. Let's say that. Let's just say that. Is it a cool execution? Well, let's get to it. Alright, gang, full disclosure, this is going to be one of those reviews that's a little bit incomplete. And that's unfortunate. I got this figure out of the package a while back. I just really wanted to check it out and see what it was all about. However, most of the parts stayed in the package, from what I thought. Now, when I went to grab this figure amongst a bunch of others, there was a couple of things on her that was missing that I found, and then the rest of the stuff was in the package. I thought along with these 2 alternate faces here. As you can see right there, it comes with a little smiley face and an open mouth face. Could have sworn they were in there, and I've been tossing out a lot of boxes. I don't know if I tossed out the packaging with these 2 little faces still in there. They are very, very tiny, the face parts. So, unfortunately, it's quite possible that I tossed them out, and there's nothing I could do about it. It was a couple of recycling cycles ago. They could also be somewhere amongst a lot of accessories. I have bins of accessories, and it's possible that they ended up there. I don't know. I didn't want to hold off this review anymore because I did choose it now to bring up to review. But unfortunately, I don't have these 2 little faces. It is what it is. For me personally as a collector, probably never going to use them anyway. But for a review, it stinks. The Strelitzia also comes with this nice base, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know if anybody would ever say it right. Never heard of it in English, besides, you know, it's just subtitled, the anime. Here you got a nice little base. You can attach a Tamashii stage act in there, but it does have a little foot thing here that you could stick on there, which actually is very much appreciated. We get 2 fist hands along with the splayed out hands and 1 bigger holding hand. And we do get this little piece here for the stage act to plug in. We get this piece, which I think is a shield, if I recall correctly. It's really nicely painted. You got some red and some orange there on the white, kind of like feathers, and it's pretty cool looking. We get this little piece here. Little piece that you want to pop in there like a ball joint. Nice. And then this, move the Strelitzia here, would get attached. There's a little notch right there. Let's see if I can get this to work here. Let's put this in first. How about that? There we go. And get this back on there. And now she's got this piece here, which looks really cool on her. I really, really dig that. And her kind of staff weapon comes in a few pieces here. You have this piece here, then you got this piece here, and you connect them together. Got this piece that's gonna go through her hand, but let's look at this first. It's really nice. I like the gold here, nice metallic gold. Really cool design. I like this gray handle type of thing here. It's very, very nice. Now, there's also this piece here, which one side, well, it's a bendy wire. One side will go down here, that ball joint. And then the other side will go on her back. We'll see that in a second. But this piece here, I'm gonna stick through her holding hand, which I put on here. Like so. And then that's gonna go into here. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see, guys. That will cooperate. There we go. So that goes in there. And then turn her around. You got this piece here. Let's get it around this way. There's a piece back here on this little tail that you want to pop that into. And there you go. And that, oh, let's see, I'm gonna take her off the stand 1 second just to show you guys. And that is the full look. Oh, it was the full look of the Strelitzia. And man, this thing's got some problems that we're gonna get into in a second. But the weapon looks cool, you know, on our arm like that, coming, you know, from below. Very, very nice looking. I love this wiring. It's just a cool look, especially with the, I guess, shield on this side. Just a very awesome looking figure in total. Taking a look at the Strelitzia in full, I kept this on. It looks really cool. It just makes the look complete, in my opinion. So does the weapon, honestly. But without the weapon, still looks cool. Proportions are weird, but they are right to the show. So that's good. It looks very nice. There's no doubt about it. It is very, very clean, pretty pristine. The white is nice and bright, and the rest of the colors pop. The reds, this like metallic orange, very, very nicely done. This metallic kind of periwinkle horn is pretty awesome. Now, the thing I want to talk about is a negative, though. Everything on this head, except for these parts here, fall off. The horn, these things, the face, this part here, these things here on the back, these hair things, and it's a pain because you try to put one back in and something else pops out. It's just a mess. So that's not cool. In a way, I'm glad I don't have the other faces to mess around with too much, because at least right now, it's just a mess, and it would take this review a lot longer. Also, there's this chin strap thing. Let me zoom in here. Also comes out. You want to remove that when you switch faces. So yeah, everything gets removed. These little front hairs. It's crazy, but the design is really cool, and I like this face the best, honestly. So this would be my default face anyway. The eyes look very, very nice. The mouth looks cool, nice and mean looking. Very awesome. I do like all of these things, these kind of faux hairs. They're really cool. Again, kind of that metallic orange. The ones on the back, they are articulated, but boy, are they a pain. So yeah, I like these things, kind of like these bunny ears. Really, really nice. Again, the horn looks good. And then you got this kind of crazy looking crown thing. It's interesting. It's such an interesting design. And what's cool about it is she kind of has this first form where she's more like a lion. And that looked amazing. I wish they would make a figure of that. I'd be all in on that. That is very, very awesome. But then she forms into this. It forms into this, and it looks great. It looks really, really good. These shoulder pads are very big, very cool. Obviously, she's got this really lanky body, and it's got a little tie. It's like a suit with a little tie there, which is interesting for a robot, but it is very, very cool again. Gauntlets are huge and big, and I like them. Also, this like skirt pieces are really cool. And then the leg pieces look really awesome. Robotic, but definitely female proportions, and it's nice. As you saw earlier, she's got like this kind of like tail type of thing here, which is interesting. You got like some form of buttocks there, and then she got heels. She does, which is interesting. I do dig it, and it looks right, and it looks cool. I don't know. There's something really awesome about this robot that I dig, and it's just something unique for the collection. It's definitely a keeper, you know, even with the little problems with the head, like, and all the, you know, pieces that fall out. It's definitely a cool robot, and definitely, again, unique, and the anime is really pretty interesting. I do want to see more of it to make a final call on that, but from what I saw, I was entertained. It was very interesting. It was very different, and I enjoyed it. So there you go, guys. This is a really nice looking piece. And articulation. Again, there's pieces here on the head that move, including these little hair pieces in the back. The head is on a ball joint. Try not to move that around too much. Then you got a ab joint there that moves nothing in the waist. These shoulder pads do move. And then what we got here is a ball joint in there and one on the other side. So you get some interesting range of motion at the shoulders that are extended from this part here, which is super interesting. I dig that concept. Really, really interesting. That rotates there at the bicep. You do have a double jointed elbow, and then you have a ball jointed hinged wrist there. So it's interesting, and you do have to like mess around with the movement a little bit, but it's cool. Then these things move here, the hip skirts. These move in front. These move on the side with hinges. In the back, does the tail move? I don't think it does. But yeah, it's good motions. And then you got ball jointed hips. And then you can rotate them this way. Kicks out that much, goes back. Single joint at the knees, which makes me look at the elbows a little more. I thought they were double jointed, but could be wrong. I think they are double jointed. Yes, they are. So, but the knees are single jointed. And then this here at the heel moves back and forth, and you can turn it a little bit, so you can get, it's not really like an ankle rocker, but you can position her a little bit differently, which does help, but it just kind of does move in a little bit too easy. So articulation is there. It's interesting. It's a little bit different, but it's there. You know, it's there. For your size comparisons, here's the Strelitzia with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, I like this figure. I think it's really cool, despite all the problems I have with the things falling out of its face and head. And unfortunately, you know, losing the two extra faces, which I won't give up hope that they're still around somewhere in my studio. I might come across them, we'll see. Stick around for my Instagram, the link is down below. Follow me there if you haven't, please do. Actually, that'd be awesome. I post a lot of pics. And I'll post it there if I ever do find them. I hope I do, you know, I'd feel really bad if I threw them out with the packaging. I don't think I did, but it's possible. Otherwise, I do like it. It's a very unique figure, and it looks good overall. So there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below, and if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.